agency. They don't have to have asset management plans. We do under the law. They don't have to depreciate like we do. We do a lot of things. Infrastructure New Zealand have said that councils are exemplary on asset management and governments have not even got a basic Excel spreadsheet of the assets they own. So we are doing the things that they want us to do already. The things about the four well-beings, I mean, if we didn't have the discussions on homelessness in this place, Minister Portaka and Minister Bishop wouldn't be changing their approach, and they've both admitted that it was our figures, our teams, doing stuff that is not in the core business of council. I don't think the Mayor would have wanted to fund security on the streets out of his own mayoral budget, because that's nothing to do with local government, apparently. They don't even have animal management, and we know we had to increase our animal management budget by over 5 million, and we want legislation to help us, which we're not getting, but we'll get legislation like this. We have expectations on us. There's nothing about here about playgrounds, about most of the things that our community wants, nothing about public safety. All our bylaws that we legally have to spend a lot of money and time on are all here, but not in core services. When they talk about rates capping, they're talking about the Australian model. In the Australian model, the state governments put in tens of millions of dollars into services, into planning, into environment, into regulatory related stuff, huge investment into infrastructure that we just don't get from government, red or blue. Talking about footpaths, Councillor Turner, when we turned up to the GPS and the discussion with the funding that came back to us, one of the comments from Auckland Transport said, if we keep our budget like this, it will take us 300 years to renew all our footpaths. So what did we do? The Mayor put, or we all put, but we proposed $500 million of our own rates funded money to 100% fund a whole lot of projects. I don't remember a time that's happened before, but we are 100% funding, not 50-50 like we normally get, a bunch of projects to help bring things like footpaths and cycleways back. As Councillor Bartley said, we put out a pretty harsh budget, and the Mayor will remember it, in 2023 to try and fix a hole. And I think we had the highest number of submissions ever, and 70%, 7-0. And, you know, normally people submit on things when they're grumpy, and they were grumpy that we were cutting back on the things that this bill would say. So we've already asked the community, and they came back to us. 70% of them came back and said, do not cut the CABs, do not cut the environment funding, do not pull back on the targeted rates, do not the grant funding. I mean, the tennis ASB Classic, the tennis centre down there, those are all the types of things we couldn't do. We are choosing to do that because our community is asking us to do that. And it is annoying to hear that what we get told how bad we are. Even in the bill itself, 15% is the average increase. None of that is events or Anzac Days or library books. That is all infrastructure. We have, since I've been here, and since many of us have been here, 2016, we've quadrupled our transport budget. We've, I think, 5 times the budget we're doing on capital for water now, and the inflation costs around steel and concrete are the massive increases. Watercare have said it's not the staff costs, it's the steel and concrete costs that have gone up since 2020 that have been the killers, and our community expect that. So it is disappointing. I'm glad. I didn't want to put up chairs Rex and create what has happened in the past. So I'm glad we've come to a compromise here. But I think, you know, governments do need to let us do what we think our communities want. And as Councillor Henderson says, they will vote us out if we do the wrong thing anyway. So I think there's been a good conversation. We just hope that the government can come back to us and look at a different model. So kia ora. All those in favour? Is there any opposed? And I'm happy to take opposed on numbers.
Yes, I want to record
abstain.
Cool, thank you. Councillor Turner and Councillor Fletcher would like to abstain. And Councillor Williamson, is it all 3 clauses?
No, I'm happy to support A, and I want to vote against B and C.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Williamson. Thank you. Right. We're done. We'll move on to 14. Robert. I think we just take this one as read, if that's all right, Robert.
Absolutely, Mr. Chair. It's very straightforward, I would suggest, so we can take the report as read and move straight to questions.
Are there any questions on this? This is about our priority for staff to work on submissions as they come up. Councillor Filipaina, Councillor Darby, no questions. Anyone speaking to this? All those in favour? Any opposed? No. Thanks, Robert.